Okay, so we were a bunch of dudes. We sat down during quarantine and we decided to make a podcast focusing entirely on anime. And regarding that, we decided to contact four people who specialized in anime. So first we have
Three other
Anurag,
people, man.
Hello.
then we have myself, and I'm the starting welcoming dude of the show. And I mostly watch anything. Then we have Digvijay.
What is up, boys and girls?
His connection sucks, and he is primarily the designer for the logo and everything that we do for the
Yeah,
show.
props to him. Props to Digvijay.
Yeah.
GG.
Then we have Tushar.
Hi, I just do nothing.
Yeah, he's just there. This
Yeah,
entire
he's just Bunshin.
Yes, I'm a clone.
He's
as
just a
a
clone.
role, I've decided to change his role from admin to doing nothing later, but that's about it.
Please,
Yeah.
Right.
please.
So today for the topic, we decided to pick an anime that we all really know. Anurag was the anime we picked.
Naruto.
Believe it.
Yay!
Okay, so we decided to pick Naruto. It's an anime we all really like. It's an anime that we're all fucking watching. Digvijay introduced me to Naruto in around 10th grade, which is when I started watching anime
I
in general.
I introduced Digvijay into Naruto because he was only watching Dragon Ball before that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
I started
But
watching Naruto in between and stopped it. I forgot the whole story and started again.
Damn, I started watching in what seventh grade because my dad bought me a PSP with the game in it, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll watch it."
Oh damn, that's lit.
I
That's
just,
lit.
I just, Digvijay told me to watch it in 10th. I never really watched anime before that, so I started off with Naruto. It was quite the experience. I think I
I
spent
made
the
you.
majority of 10th. I think I spent the majority of 10th watching Naruto. At some point, I gave it more priority than my board exams.
I mean,
Same.
didn't we all?
Yeah, like come on,
We all did.
anime is
It
life,
definitely deserved it.
to be honest.
Exactly. I wanted to
True, true.
be, I wanted to be Hokage more than I wanted to be Topper. So
Yeah, I mean, didn't get both, but like still,
didn't
it's
get
it's
both.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So, considering Naruto, overall 700 episode series, really high filler percentage, kind of pissing off how many fillers it does have. But
That's
overall,
I,
right.
considering the story of Naruto, the manga, and everything like that, what do you guys think about it?
it's really inspirational, I think.
Yeah. Inspirational, emotional. I don't even have words. Yeah.
Is
It's
this
I
is
mean, for me, Naruto has actually helped me a lot during my ups and downs. So I think I think there are some good things about the series, but there are some contradictory factors also about the series, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, overall, it's a pretty good series. It actually, I at some point was so stupid. I thought I could literally push past all my limits by simply saying I can do it and tried to punch through a rock. I
Big
don't
boss
really
move.
know if that was
I
helpful.
mean,
Yeah,
damn,
why?
damn,
pretty big,
damn.
but I
Why?
That's
don't know.
almost as dumb as
I was
Sakura.
in 10th. I was in 10th. I looked at a rock. I'm like, I can break you, and then well, the rest is history and a broken.
He just
Yeah.
Konoha Senpu'd the rock.
Yeah,
You
no,
just try to
nothing worked.
imitate Sakura. Wow.
Nothing worked. I was more useless than Sakura overall
Damn,
at this point in time. But yeah, the anime
that's
is
harsh, yo.
good. Story is pretty solid. It has like the base of the story obviously is that there's a kid called
Yeah, but
I mean,
then in that statement only, I think I have a contradictory point. If you see,
yeah,
what do you
good.
think?
so like I just watched one of the videos where it explained why Naruto is a hypocrite. I can't accept
Yeah.
all his arguments, but there was one of these arguments that actually made it quite convincible. You see, so you guys remember the Neji v Naruto fight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, so Neji thought that everyone is destined with a fate,
Hmm.
yeah,
and that fate will come true no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then so in the end of the series, when they bought in the reincarnation of Indra and Asura and all stuff, it kind of
Yeah.
made it like that. So they
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean,
destroyed the plot a bit,
see,
to be honest.
they strayed so far away from the main idea of
they moved it
Naruto.
originally.
It went from going in a ninja route to like God. Now Sasuke and Naruto are literally gods, and there are gods involved in the
Yeah,
story.
Yeah,
they
like
are
hand
the
signs don't
Naruto
even matter in the series anymore.
Yeah,
like
that's there.
yeah,
Like,
that's
Now chakras from other worlds. It's from the god, a tree or whatever. What
And that's
that
when
has nothing to do with
Hitotsu.
ninja.
Yeah, and that's
especially
when
after like the
Hitotsu and
introduction of
Hitotsu are out of this
Boruto,
world.
we got the whole like
It ruined a
really
lot.
yeah,
kind of
like I think basically making Madara one of the strongest villains, and there was no
uh,
way to defeat him. That's
no,
what
but
caused
that's
the
the thing.
problem.
If Madara had been the strongest villain, that really would have stayed away from the topic. But Kaguya became the main villain after that, and that kind of just shit on the
Yeah, yeah,
entire.
exactly.
But then,
Just
you
to
know,
like,
you know how Madara became like the strongest after unlocking his third eye and then casting the infinite
yeah,
Tsukuyomi.
exactly. That's what I was gonna
And
tell.
then right after that, like Black Setsu came out of nowhere and just finessed him, dude.
They just had to
Yeah,
He
knock him
Yeah,
finessed
down.
him. That was
yeah,
so
that's the
sad
part.
for
Like, it
Madara.
kind of destroyed the
That's
plot.
so sad. That's so
yeah,
sad for Madara.
I'm pretty sure Kishimoto. There was a Reddit post somewhere that said Kishimoto did that because Madara was too strong and he couldn't think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He admitted it.
Wasn't
He
Kaguya
admitted it.
stronger?
No, Kaguya could be explained as she was in a weaker state and they had Hagamoto's chakra.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. That
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
They,
So
but basically we went from ninjas to having ninja Jesuses amongst us and all that shit. They
yeah,
But
but
like
Gods
the
and
backstory,
aliens.
like
It's
if
too
you
much.
really think
compared to
about the
all of the
battles
other
in
animes, the
animation,
battles in
yeah,
anime is comparatively better than other animes. Plus the
yeah, for
backstory. It's got too many
especially
emotions and interactions, right? That's what
yeah,
makes
yeah.
it
Mm.
better.
Considering other long running anime are significantly better battles.
Exactly.
Especially where it really matters. For example, to showcase Madara's power, you did have that Madara versus Shinobi alliance where he just shit all over them, and
Oh,
that
dude,
was
that
like
fight,
Yeah.
that
a
fight.
that
that
was
was
the
a
next level
really
scene.
well animated sequence. Exactly,
And
and
Mm.
then
then on
and then
top of it
when
all,
all his Kage Bunshins could use the Susanoo.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you had
yeah.
like the Naruto versus Pain fight, which was like especially when he became the Nine Tails, the animation just crazy. Even in the recent
Yeah.
Boruto series, if you really check it out, the animators for Naruto really seem to care about the story and what is being presented. That's my point.
But the story
Like
itself is kind of eh.
the
No,
story
so see,
itself, it's like a really generic story that is more attached to the characters than it is to the actual storyline itself, like the way
Actual
it is
plot, yeah.
presented. But like some of the characters just sort of get disregarded later on into the story because you got
Mm.
like fucking again Ninja Jesus again amongst you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
there's so
so
many
if you
too strong
compare
people.
if you compare Naruto and Boruto, animation wise, okay,
Uh,
the amount of money that's spent for Naruto is like way higher than Boruto. First of all,
mm.
and
Yeah.
if you see the animation in some episodes in Boruto, like the fillers and
Yeah.
some arcs, it's absolutely trash, to be honest.
You
I
look at
mean,
it
So,
this way.
for
it's
example,
filler. It's
for,
filler. They're just
for
using it to
example,
fill in spaces.
yeah.
If
So,
you've
for
Yeah,
seen
they
it,
example,
took it from the
if
real
you
thing.
see the recent arc, the
Yeah.
Shojoji arc,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
yeah, no. But
that
the thing
arc,
about
if you see
yeah,
that arc, they've animated it very well. Okay,
Mm.
mhm.
but then if you see the Mitsuki dissertation arc and all, they kind of messed it up.
Mm.
I mean, there's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, overall, if you look at the animation for Naruto and Boruto, you'll notice this thing. Like, Boruto and Naruto, both of them are pretty long-running anime. Like, I don't think Boruto was made with the intention My Hero Academia or Mob Psycho 100 or One Punch Man. Other great
Mm.
anime like that. They have like one season, then they have a
Mm.
break period, and then they have the next season. So the animation
Yeah.
quality can consistently be stellar episode to episode. Naruto,
Mm.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball, when your anime season has like 200 episodes or something, and it's on a weekly release schedule, you got
Yeah.
some scenes where you got to cut the budget. For example,
Mm.
let's take a look at that scene from Boruto. I think Naruto versus Sasuke versus what's the name of that dude? Kinshiki?
Oh,
Momoshiki and King
it's the
Shiki.
moment.
Yeah,
Momoshiki and
Momoshiki.
Kinchiki, and then Momoshiki.
Yeah,
It's Momoshiki.
the movie, the anime animation itself was better than the animation in the movie. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, they
once
made
I
a lot
read
of
up
movies too.
more, yeah, like once I read up more about that one particular scene, I noticed that that entire scene, just that sequence, took one whole year to animate.
Mm,
Like the sheer amount of dedication they're willing to put into scenes that they animate well. Because you look across Naruto, generally you see like these pretty shit animated scenes, and then you get some mediocre animated scene, and then there's some animation scenes where the animation is just out of this world. Like I think in the first Naruto versus Sasuke fight was insanely
Oh,
well animated.
that was insane. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
insane.
yeah.
Even
That
the
that was good.
even the Gara
And
versus
then
Lee.
yeah, and then Rock Lee versus Gara was really well.
Mm,
But you
that was very
then you take a
I
look at
mean, that
fight.
was taken at the time. Like that was in 2002.
good. Yeah,
Exactly, but then you look at fights
considering
like
when.
no,
Considering
even
when it was taken, it's good.
considering now those scenes hold up pretty well. Like you take
Mm,
Sasuke versus Orochimaru, that was also really well
yeah,
animated.
yeah.
But then you had moments where the animation was just like bad, where like Naruto versus Neji, that entire fight except for Naruto's Talk no Jutsu, didn't
Mm,
have any stellar animation moves or
yeah.
fight scenes or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
right.
like that's where
Overall, meh.
the problem is with the whole Naruto franchise. If you see,
Yeah, that's the
It's
thing.
very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent.
But that's
yeah,
with the
you see,
animation.
Yeah, with the animation, it's really
Exactly. But
inconsistent.
that is to be considered, considering it's like a up to 200 250 episode show. Right? I'm
Yeah,
willing to excuse
yeah.
for that. What I'm not willing to excuse for is, see, you got these various fights littered across the series, right? Even the
Mm,
fights with mediocre animation, you'll
mm,
see that they still have like they're still committed to memory. You remember those fights. For
mm.
example, Shikamaru versus Temari wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
particularly that well animated, but like it still stands out. In many fights
yeah,
they don't
it's
even
actually
have
one of
like
the it's actually one
exactly,
of the best fights, to be honest.
yeah, but it
Shikamaru
But
just
doesn't have
like
like just
sorry, the
yeah,
outsmarts
intelligence is like
really
some
well.
next level thing.
Exactly. So that's where Naruto really seems to like excel for me. Where like
Yeah,
some
yeah,
fights you remember them because of the emotional value that they have. Other
Yeah.
fights you will always remember because of like some smart decision or some unique decision made by them, or some
yeah. Like
dumb decision.
nobody remembers Sakura versus Ino. Come on,
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
That
that was
was
a mediocre fight.
practically a
that
that.
was
That was
trash. That was
that was not
trash.
even mediocre. It was straight up trash. Part one, Sakura,
It was
except for her
trash.
hair cutting scene, had
No,
like nothing.
Trash.
no,
It
like
had
no.
nothing.
Look at this logic, okay? Look at this logic.
Right?
Sakura cuts her hair during the Chunin exam stage two. Okay,
Mm.
Yeah.
just for the same sake, Ino also cut her hair. Like, come on,
Exactly.
Yeah,
man,
Here's,
come
here's
that,
the
on.
thing. Here's
that
the
just
thing.
makes sense.
But the thing is, when you move into Shippuden, you start to see the things get worse because there are some fights that just don't have the same emotional impact as they used to have in the original Naruto. And
Okay,
Mm.
so
like
when you're talking about
Shippuden,
emotional,
yeah,
okay,
like see, even Neji versus Naruto, like you mentioned the Neji versus Naruto contradiction and
yeah,
everything like that. You remember that fight because even though it was not particularly well animated, like Naruto versus Sasuke and everything like that, it
Mm.
had emotional value. You could understand the character of Neji.
no.
You
Yeah.
had a
So that fight, if you see, that fight was a way to introduce the Hyuga clan and Neji into the
Yeah.
storyline.
That
It
exactly,
was
was
how
when
they
Neji's
or
introduced
character
even
them.
evolution began.
or
It was when, yeah.
Even Hinata versus Neji, like that entire fight was
Oh,
not
dude, that was
well
brutal.
animated. It
That
was
was
literally,
brutal.
but the fight, if you watch the actual fight, you'll notice that the
It's kind of okay.
hand signs are a slideshow. They're the
Mm.
Yeah,
same three hand signs over and over again in the
yeah,
fight.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they're the same
Yeah.
combat move. But you
They're
remember the
saving
fight
costs, you know.
because of Hinata. Exactly. Like overall, the most fights in Naruto, the original first Naruto, you remember because of the emotional impact you have. But there are some fights in the next, like the entirety of Shippuden, which just don't have the same emotional impact. For
Yeah, yeah.
example, any of the entire Leaf Alliance versus not the entire Leaf Alliance, entire Shinobi Alliance versus
Mm.
the like splitting Mizukage and all those fights, right?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
particularly give a shit. Those were literally filler fights.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
the
they
really
just they
really
were just dragging it out for Madara to show his appearance.
exactly like the really stand up fights that I actually remember from the Shippuden this one, considering the number of fights when compared to Naruto is relatively low. Because I
Hmm.
definitely remember third Raikage versus
To be
Naruto,
honest,
but
to
that
be
was just
honest,
because it was clever, yeah.
Naruto season 1 was way better than season Shippuden. Planning
Yeah,
out.
exactly. In terms of plot, in terms of overall sticking to
Yeah,
theme,
cause
one
you know
was
why?
better
Like
than
if you see Naruto part 1, it was
yeah.
basically an orphan who was like given a power, like the nine-tailed fox, for example. Like that's the storyline. His story and how he was raised and how people left him out and how he came up.
Exactly. That
Yeah,
was
That
the
was
main.
the storyline
emotional
at
and
home.
emotional at
But
the
then when
same
it
time.
came to Shippuden, if you see Shippuden, they
It
had
was
no
about
reason.
Ninja Jesus. It was about Ninja Jesus,
It was
basically.
about Ninja Jesus. Yeah. So
But
this
like because
happened. I mean, instead of making Indra and Asura reincarnations, they could have simply made the storyline as the descendants kept fighting on, and it was
Yeah.
Naruto's and Sasuke's time to
I mean,
break the cycle.
it's basically that. That's what it basically is. But
But
then
they
like
Yeah.
destroyed the
yeah,
whole
they just
storyline
yeah,
when they told that, oh,
reincarnations. That's too much.
Naruto and Sasuke are the
Sasuke.
reincarnation of Indra and Asura. Come on, man.
That's a bit
Come
too
on.
Because
much.
they
Yeah.
basically
that
made
was
it redundant though.
That
it
was
wouldn't
unnecessary.
it wouldn't exactly destroy the entire series in my eyes. It wasn't like
Not
complete
the
destruction
entire. Like,
of
for
anything
example,
that had
if I would review Naruto on a basis of 10, on a scale of 10, I
yeah.
would probably give it a 7.
I mean, if I were to view Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, actually give it a 8.5 to 9 because see for me the Indra Asura thing it didn't really destroy the entirety of the series but more like after like you saw Naruto and Sasuke get more and more powerful and then you saw them become like these little reincarnation of Indra and Asura and stuff like that but you
Hmm.
never saw anything else characters that had so much potential in the first series like the
Hmm.
only character whose potential from the first series was really explored and like given a satisfying conclusion to a certain extent. Even that was not complete like satisfying this one was Might Guy. Otherwise you
Yeah.
see
Oh, my guy.
Rock Lee, he was just
Rocky was
completely
just left out
disregarded.
towards the
He
series.
was disregarded. He has so much potential, he's disregarded.
Yeah, he was
Ten
just left out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
Ten wasn't really stand out even in the first series, but she was even less
She was
I
remarkable in
boring.
the
mean,
She
we
second.
all
was
tell
boring.
Sakura as
Boring.
useless, right? I think we should change to
Exactly.
Tenten useless.
Yeah, but you have to realize how little screen time Tenten had in general. She was just a
I mean,
sideline
I
Yeah.
saw this
character.
meme on
it's
Instagram
it's
one
a
day.
it's a fact that Shizune's pig Tauntaun had more screen time than Tenten. That's kind of
No, there
weird.
was another one. There was another one. Naruto's frog purse had what do you call more screen time than Tent.
Yeah,
This is just
The
true.
frog lived more than Neji.
Yeah. I mean, it's still there. It's still alive.
it's still
Still
alive.
alive.
But like I don't know. Like if you see Boruto, Naruto still broke. Man, he's the Hokage
Yeah,
man. Nobody
yeah.
like why?
I
Nothing.
mean,
It's not. I mean,
Hokage doesn't equally mean rich, because
like
I'm
look at
pretty sure
Ask
Tsunade.
Tsunade
him
was
for he
still in.
won't be
I
broke.
was pretty sure
Look at
Tsunade
He
was
would,
still in
he would
debt.
have some money to buy a toy for his daughter. Come on. He's a
I
Hokage.
mean, yeah, yeah. He was a pretty. I mean, you could say that Boruto has a point while saying that he is very Naruto is
Clumsy.
really
Neglectful.
reluctant to
That
neglectful. But then you have to also see that like he's the Hokage, he's probably really busy, and especially since this like peacetime, there's always like all this
one
things
of the
going
main
around.
things you got to
Actually,
see is
actually,
the reason. The reason
now
I
I
don't
think
consider Boruto's point particularly valid for that is actually if you notice Boruto, he's kind of like naturally talented, and it's not to do with it's not got much to do with what Boruto is saying. Like it
Hmm.
has more to do with the context. Like you look
Yeah.
at Boruto, this naturally talented dude living in a time of peace where there is no particular attack happening on him. Like that's what I saw when I watched like one or two episodes, and then I just
Yeah.
said, "Fuck this."
He's like
I
ungrateful. He's
it
ungrateful.
comes exactly. It comes off as bratty. which is
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is weird, because I'm somebody like who generally says that this person's struggle shouldn't be invalidated because of that person's struggle. But like you see, compared to how Naruto struggled, where he literally had
Oh,
to
that's
fight Zabuza on his first mission, and you see Boruto, and you're just
Yeah,
yeah.
like,
yeah. The power
this
scaling, the
doesn't
power
really
scaling is
line up.
mad. Power
But
scaling
Exactly.
is
This
mad.
this doesn't really this doesn't and not even power scaling. Like in general, like there was such a shift in tone of the series. I didn't like it.
It kind of made it
Maybe
kiddish.
Yeah,
exactly.
but
it
Yeah, like
was
if you
very
see,
good.
so basically in Japan, they censored all the
Uh,
animes.
huh.
So
wow.
in the Boruto manga, they
Uh,
show blood and all stuff, okay, during fight
yeah.
scenes.
Uh,
But then in the anime, they don't show it. They just show
Yeah,
the
that's
bruises.
sad.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's
And
happened in quite
come
a
to
bit.
think of it, Naruto being the Hokage, and like you guys telling Naruto isn't that great as a means he isn't looking after his family and his Hokage role properly and all stuff. Like looking at Boruto's point of view, now
Hmm.
I understood. Now I understand the third Hokage. If you see,
yeah. I
Hmm.
mean,
I
actually,
Because he
the
mean,
didn't
third
take care of.
people literally blame him for not taking care of Naruto. I mean, like why? The amount of
bro.
responsibilities he had in his
The
hand.
reason
No,
people
but
blame
then
him for not taking care of Naruto is not because of the responsibility he had, but you look at the apartment he gave Naruto, and you look at the apartment he gave Sasuke.
he he
I
Oh,
made he
you just
made
I
compare
mean, it's
those.
not the
the third
apartment. Naruto was
Hokage the
clumsy to
third
not.
Hokage the third Hokage made Naruto pay rent, and he was broke.
No,
The
so
third Hokage literally made Naruto live in like this dumpster fire whereas he gave Sasuke like
Yeah,
the fucking top
yeah,
of the Burj Khalifa. You look at it that
yeah.
way.
It's not that he's fucked
He
up,
was
man.
literally
The third
he
Hokage is
was
fucked up.
no,
he
I
was
don't. I
like
don't
he
agree
was
with your point.
anti
You know why?
Tobirama.
I don't agree with your point. Why third Hokage is bad? You know why? Because
Why?
you can't tell he didn't take care of Naruto. If you see
No. Look,
He
third
he
Hokage
the
is
didn't.
not
amount of
Yeah,
responsibilities he had, if you see, like
yeah,
after the Nine Tails attack, he had to
yeah.
make the people understand that such an attack won't happen,
Uh,
so that people won't like lose their
no.
belief.
and
And
No,
also
there were
the
many other
whole
issues.
Uchiha
I get
massacre.
The
all that.
Uchiha massacre.
I get
then
your point.
Danzo always crawling up to his ass doing
Oh
something.
yeah, Danzo. My God.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that character. We're gonna rip him a new one.
Oh
Like
God.
overall, let's take this into consideration. Like you look at the third Hokage, he was not a bad Hokage. He was a good person. He was a good Hokage. He was overall like a really nice, like influence on this.
He's
But
one of the
like
underrated Hokages.
he's
Yeah,
one of
he's
the
one of the
underrated
under.
Hokages, true. And in his prime, he was supposed to be one of the strongest Hokage at that given time.
He's given the
What
title God of Shinobi.
Yeah, but
He
what
called
I'm
the
trying
professor.
to say, like when people say that the third Hokage didn't take care of Naruto at all, they're not talking about him not taking care. Like they don't necessarily mean like whoa, he just ignored Naruto straight up like that. No, I think what they mean is more along the lines of just look at the difference in treatment of Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto
Hmm.
was his student, the fourth Hokage's son, right? And
Yeah,
this dude knew it, and he literally made him live in a rundown apartment where he had to get spilt milk, like spoilt milk and shit like that. And you look
yeah.
at Sasuke, he's just living in like this mad apartment complex and stuff like that. You get my
Remember
point?
See,
when
like I
remember
can
when
literally give an
Kakashi
argument
and
for your point. You know
remember
why?
when Kakashi and the third Hokage went to Naruto's house and they found spoiled milk
They
in the
found spoiled
starting?
milk just ready to
Yeah,
make
Yeah, so
ramen everywhere.
actually there can be a
yeah,
clear argument for it. See,
yeah. Go ahead.
Sasuke actually lived with his parents, so he kind of knows what discipline is, which Naruto didn't have.
My guy. Look, I'm not saying you could blame the third Hokage for giving. Like, if Naruto's apartment itself was disorganized, that is Naruto's fault, right?
Yeah,
What
that's
I'm
Naruto.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can't blame
but
the third
what I'm
Hokage for it.
chill. Look, what I'm saying is, you look at like what place he gave Sasuke to live. Look at how spacious it was, and you look at the place which he gave Naruto to live, and
I
how
mean,
little space he
I,
had
I
overall.
see again. If you see the family he's from, his father was the head of the Uchiha clan. They would have enough money
Bro,
to provide him. Come
his
on.
father was the fourth Hokage.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Sasuke.
Talking about Sasuke.
I mean, you're telling me that the father of the Uchiha clan was richer than like the fourth Hokage. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think that's really. If he is the son of the fourth Hokage, who's particularly had something dangerous strapped in I think the third Hokage should have taken little bit more responsibility in taking care of Naruto rather than giving
Also,
Sasuke
also
South
Naruto
Bombay
was
flat
targeted
attention.
by also Naruto was targeted by the entire village. Like the entire village hated
Exactly.
him. So you could
Yeah, but
expect him to have a little bit more protection at least at this
compassion
younger age.
rather compassion.
No, yeah, and also like protection when the Hokage himself is not there, he could like assign bodyguards or something. I
No,
don't
that
think
would
that
be
he
dumb.
did that either.
That would sort of ruin exposure and
But
everything.
then
And no, like
he's
he should
see
have
first
he should have tried to make the teachers treat Naruto more
not
fairly,
just
but
the
he couldn't
teachers.
get it to all. He couldn't like look. You can't expect the Hokage to control the thought process of the entire village, right?
I mean, that's obviously not possible, but then
Yeah,
he could at least assign a few ninja to like protect him because he
why would
kept
he
getting beaten
assign?
up and stuff. Remember when he was a kid, he
Yeah,
kept
but
getting
that was
beaten up.
because he got into fights. He stopped. He literally walked into a fight where they were beating up Hinata and just stood in
Yeah,
and
I mean,
kind of got
okay,
beat up
that was one
instead of.
thing, but then like there were so many other instances of him getting bullied so much, and his it wasn't his like what do you call belongings set on fire or something
That was
once.
the reason for his
Yeah,
rebellious
see,
nature. That was
yeah,
the
but
reason for his
see,
rebellious nature.
this is where I'm going to agree with Anurag. Like the level of now the level of concern you're trying to show for Naruto is something that somebody who's the leader of an entire village that is possibly in shambles and trying to maintain peace cannot give to a kid.
Okay.
Like this is where I'll agree with Anurag because that is just too much. But like overall, like consider look just comparing the living situation is given to Sasuke and like how overall his treatment of Naruto was more like dismissive in my opinion. Like he didn't give Naruto as much priority as he gave Sasuke.
Hmm.
Get my point? It's like giving the minority more privilege.
Yeah. I
Like
mean,
I mean I
quite
understand
literally because there's only one of them left.
he's the
Yeah.
last one left, but like Jesus Christ.
Itachi might have what you call blackmailed third Hokage.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe the third Hokage knew Itachi's sacrifice or something like that, but still,
He
it's
did,
not.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did
knew.
know. He did know.
He
He
did
did
know. There
know.
was a scene, no?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
like
did
he
know.
couldn't. But that still isn't a valid enough reason to give
Yeah,
like
because he
Sasuke
gave
all
He
the
Naruto
also
privilege
sacrifice too.
because
Itachi also made what do you call Todokage promise that he would protect Sasuke at all costs.
and
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure the fourth Hokage died for the village.
Yeah,
I don't.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Well, maybe.
I'm just saying, what do you call Todokage knew
Yeah,
about.
but maybe you give the guy who died for the village a little bit more priority.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his fault. Yeah, okay.
Like that's like his kid has literally got like a demon trapped inside him. All the villager people are like hating on him and all that shit,
Oh,
except for the army guy and the
imagine
teacher.
if Naruto got pissed off enough that the Nine Tails came back.
I
Yeah, the
mean,
village is
like
fucked.
that's the thing. The villagers would only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, I mean it's
Hypocrite.
their
Yeah.
fault. They bought it on themselves. They
They
can't
did
do
they
anything
did
about
pick on the dude. I mean, like
I mean, I think,
it. Yeah,
see, there are a lot of reasons to explain that. There are
but
100
like
points to
yeah,
explain.
but like overall, you look at the third Hokage, he's pretty cool. You know who's not a pretty Danzo. Danzo of the Damn
mm.
Sharingan.
Danzo's a
Why?
prick.
I mean,
Danzo.
Straight
dude,
up.
Danzo was a little prick.
This guy tried to take over the village when Pain was attacking. Seriously. The
that
nerve he
guy
has to do that.
that guy screwed over the entire Uchiha clan, wanted to become Hokage when he was after the seat of power for the longest duration of
Dude,
time, stole the
Yeah.
Sharingan from the Uchiha clan
Shisui.
dead bodies. Oh my god.
Sisui.
Bro,
Yeah, like,
you
no, no,
seen his
no.
arm?
No, that's not the only thing. You know, this guy actually scripted the Third World War, Third Ninja War.
God, dude. Like Danzo was like a pretty
He
shitty.
told Hanzo some nonsense, and Hanzo believed this, and he started the Third Ninja War. That
And
messed up
like
Wow.
he is.
yeah, and even on top of that, you look at the training method Danzo used in order to train Sai and everything. That was
I
that
don't
was
think, see,
Yeah, yeah.
whenever Danzo said, I'm doing this for the village, right? He was clearly being a hypocrite.
I
Yeah, he
mean
was
no,
doing it for himself.
he was yeah,
At
He's
exactly. He
doing
times,
was
it
he
for
doing
was
it for
himself.
himself. He was doing it for himself. He wanted a seat of power, but he believed his influence itself could help the village. So he was in turn in terms of technicality. He was doing it for the but
He
overall,
was too
no.
brutal with his mean
He was a
method.
piece of shit about it. Overall, yeah,
Yeah.
he was a
I
piece of
think
shit.
I think more than Sakura, he's the most hated character.
But he still wasn't useless,
Yeah.
right?
He wasn't useless, but then
He
like
almost blasted Toby and Sasuke in the last moments of his life.
Yeah, I mean, he was like in the last moments of his life. But the thing is, you give props to Danzo. He was still true to what he believed, right? Overall, but
Yeah.
Danzo as a character and everything, he's just like the sort of most hated character in the entirety of Naruto.
the Naruto
I'm
verse.
pretty, yeah, exactly.
Now,
He made
it's like an Uchiha kid wakes a Sharingan up, okay? He, like activates a Sharingan. The Uchiha kid's like, I have activated my Sharingan, but Danzo's like, no, son, it's our Sharingan now.
yeah, that
It's
was a
like that.
We share it.
It's like the communist
We
meme.
share it.
We serve the motherland.
yeah.
Yeah, we share it.
I mean, we serve the land of fire then. Bro,
Exactly.
but like that's the thing, and you hear what he's saying to Sasuke throughout the. He's just like there were plenty of Uchiha dead bodies lying around. He took those Sharingan and that, and
I
plus he
mean,
had
it's free
his
real
body.
estate.
So see,
Speaking of strength,
really,
speaking of strength, who do you
that's
think
what you
is
have to
stronger,
say.
Killer Bee or Kakashi with both the Sharingans?
Kakashi with both the Sharingan.
Yeah,
Kakashi.
because Kakashi
I
just
think Killer
mastered
Bee.
perfectly Kanu in
He
like
has the
one
eight
second.
tails.
See,
No, 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 no,
see,
no.
if you think about it, what do you call?
I think both are
Remember
equally matched.
Obito? No, remember
No,
Obito? Remember Obito with his base Sharingan took over the entire nine-tail fox.
dude,
Yeah.
Obito, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So don't and Kakashi has the same eye, so he can do the exact same thing with um
No, no,
I
no,
what do you
no.
mean,
call?
he has full
That
control over the eight tails, right?
that
The eight
argument
tails
doesn't.
won't just come out.
Yeah, but that argument doesn't hold up regardless, like because what a Uchiha can do with the Sharingan, non-Uchiha cannot.
You know why I
But
can
then
counter that
You
argument?
take the
the
most
thing
chakra.
is,
Kakashi
You know
won't
why
the
I
have
can
thing
enough
is,
counter
stamina
that
to do
argument?
that. Kakashi
Because
won't have enough stamina to
you
do
have
that.
seen B versus
Exactly.
Sasuke, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Zenbi was.
Yeah, if you see that fight, Sasuke had Mangekyo, Itachi's.
Mm, mm. No,
He
he
had
didn't have
Itachi, right?
Itachi. He didn't have
He just
Itachi.
he
He
just
had
had
his
normal
base. He had his
He
Mangekyo.
base
had his
Mangekyo.
own.
He had his base.
Yeah, he had
He
his
Yeah,
had,
base
he
just
had his
like
Mangekyo.
the
own. He had his
Mangekyo.
own.
Yeah, he had his base, and it took four people to fight B, and
Mm,
Sasuke was severely injured during that fight.
Yeah, because
yeah.
Sasuke was an amateur
And
in that
Sharon had to
He
help
was
him.
him to
he
fighting
No,
was
people.
an
but
amateur.
and
He
still he
didn't know how to
escaped.
use
And
his
still he escaped.
Mangekyo.
overall, if you look at that
He
fight,
used the
like
Mangekyo.
in general, it's because see, look at it this way: Kakashi, while he was significantly slower than Sasuke when he had just one Sharingan and everything like that, because it's mostly because of the Sharingan ability that he has when he
Mm,
has both the Sharingan. Because
yeah.
no matter what B's speed is, if he can literally pass through all the weapons B has and then still get a hit in while dodging and passing through other stuff, I'm pretty sure that's an uneven match.
And
And on
also,
I,
top of that,
I,
and
I, I don't know
also,
why.
Kakashi with both
B
Sharingan
still
has
can win.
the Stage 6 parts.
Argument wise, I don't know much about B if you see.
yeah, no,
See,
look,
I
it's
don't
like
remember about that
At
much.
that
Obito's
time,
eyes,
he had
Obito's
mastered
eyes
eight
were
right?
Obito's eyes were boosted because he was a 10 tails Jinchuriki. So there's 6 parts power in those Sharingan eyes. So
yeah, and
Kakashi's double Sharingan would have Sage the 6 parts and amp.
yeah,
Are you
and
So
sure?
Obito, I know he wasn't like marked as a 10 tail. He just had part of White Zets. He was like
Yeah, he
half
just had
Zetsu.
part of Waijutsu.
He was
no,
half
when he
Zetsu.
Yeah.
was the 10 tails Jinchuriki, remember when he absorbed the
When
10
he
tails
Yeah,
was
he
the
did.
Jinchuriki?
10 tails Jinchuriki, he was
Yeah,
powerful, but
no,
before that,
the
like
eyes
you,
were still amped. The eyes were still amped because of the residual six parts chakra, 100%.
yeah, the
I
eyes
read
were
on
still
it.
amped. Like that's possible. What I'm saying is like we're not talking about post 10 tails Jinchuriki Obito. We're talking like suppose Kakashi had both of Obito's
Yeah,
eyes,
that's
right?
what I'm talking about.
From the start.
Like if you the reason I think this Obito's eyes didn't particularly get like affected by repeated use of Mangekyo or Sharingan is because
White
he was
cells,
like
with
half
Hashirama cells.
yeah he's half Zetsu.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and but like you if you'd say Kakashi had both the eyes, right? Like you see how powerful just Obito with one eye is. If Kakashi had known about the Mangekyo Sharingan ability, you saw what he did to Deidara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so imagine if he had both those Sharingan, I'm pretty sure against Killer B, like even with increased reflexes and reaction times, on top of that, Kakashi can in fact open one of the gates of
Yeah. Oh yeah.
chakra.
That's that.
Exactly. Like you look at that overall, and then you add in the Kamui ability, you got
Mhm.
like a pretty Kakashi sided match. Even with B going like full eight tails mode on him, his
Mhm.
Kamui Susanoo is still pretty overpowered.
Didn't Guy and Kakashi go against like five tail beasts at the same time?
Mostly it was Guy though. Like Guy
Yeah,
is
I
the
mean, like,
Yeah.
but still, Kakashi could keep up, right? I'm pretty sure he can do something at
yeah,
least against
Kakashi
B.
could keep up. Kakashi could keep up. That's the thing. Kakashi is like another like Kakashi, in my opinion, is a character whose power is like what do you call it? Toned
Not
down,
consistent. Okay,
toned
fine.
down in terms of like you know in
Yeah,
like
that's
for
why I
context.
don't know
There's so
why.
much he
Because
could do. There's
It's just
again,
so
because
much
he's
He's
not
power
even
in
in
the
him.
Uchiha.
weakest
It's
Hokage.
just because he's not in Uchiha and doesn't and he doesn't have the stamina. It's just because of that.
Hmm.
yeah,
But then
exactly.
his
His power,
stamina got like multiplied by the time of the war. Remember when he used to do like four Chidori during part one? Now he can do like 300.
Yeah, well,
mm,
that's there
I
too.
mean,
But like,
I mean, that's just
yeah,
for the
no. That was
like the
because I
main
think
thing.
he could do four Chidori back then only because like he had his Sharingan was permanently active.
Hmm.
So I'm pretty sure the Sharingan used to be a constant chakra.
Yeah, that's it. That's why he kept it closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Sasuke
But
can't
what
use
I'm
sorry, Kakashi can't use Chidori anymore.
Yeah, he used
yeah, he
He
has
uses
to
purple
purple
lightning.
lightning now.
purple lightning now.
Shiden.
What I'm saying is overall, like Kakashi as a character, like if you really give him the props that he's supposed to have,
Hmm.
his power was like really understated in
Hmm.
like because again you take the context of this is like a problem with Shippuden in general. You take the context of the two main protagonists of the characters Naruto and
Yeah.
Sasuke. You take their power
Yeah,
levels, and then you look at everybody else's power level. It just seems like trash.
everybody's
Power
trash.
Yeah.
But
scaling
You
then,
is
know,
bad.
but then compare them to like part one Jonin, and then they're like amazing.
compare them to part. That's the thing in Jonin in part one. Like I don't think Kishimoto. I'm pretty sure just like wrote the manga as he went along. There was no particular
Yeah.
storyline he seemed to have in
Hmm.
mind because by the time you reach the end of Shippuden, Jonin are literally getting tossed around like trash.
Yeah.
I
You
Yeah,
swear.
know,
exactly. Like if you speaking of that, how did Iruka become Jonin? Can't even
exactly.
fight,
Like, look at Iruka. The
Was
man.
prime
Iruka
example.
wasn't even in the war, was he?
No,
Nah,
he
nah.
wasn't. He was
What
back
was he
home.
He
doing?
was sleeping. He
Why?
was sleeping with
He was
Shino's dad.
he was protecting he was protecting the kids.
Seriously, dude. Like Iruka,
He was
Iruka is like
protecting the kid.
Jonin, and he's freaking nowhere.
Like the Iruka was nowhere. Then there's those two dudes. That one guy with a bandage on his nose, and his
And the
friend
No,
Yeah,
who's
other
yeah.
pretty
guy,
much the whole Naruto storyline is this. Okay, so the Hokage conducts the Chunin exams in the Leaf Village. The Leaf Village gets attacked, and a new villain's born. But the Chunin holds no value.
Yeah.
exactly like and even if you look at like the general like suppose you remember the overall like Naruto had like this entire class of people who graduated into the ninja academy and shit like
Yeah,
that,
only
right?
Shikamaru
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, and you remember, and you remember like only the 10, the Konoha 10, because they're the one who are
Equivalent 11.
explicitly stated. Yeah, Konoha 11, my bad. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
even then, like, even if 10-10 is painfully average in consideration to Naruto and Sasuke, she is still better than the average Jonin. That is what it's
Yeah.
telling me. And it's
Yeah,
so sad because
It's so
Jonin
sad.
were hyped up to be like these gods, like these really powerful ninjas, like Jonin and Sainin. Oh my god, the three Sainin. Holy shit, they're gonna be like so
I mean
powerful.
the Sanin was like the Sanin thing was like proper.
Yeah, they were
yeah,
three legendary
they
ninjas,
actually
but then
proved. Yeah, they actually
again,
proved out to be legendary.
yeah, but you go into Shippuden and one of the Sanin is killed by the Akatsuki.
I mean he was killed by
Yeah.
he had Renegon.
Bro, yeah, Rinnegan
Still,
versus Seijutsu is just not like comparable.
yeah, like, but again, the Sanin were like At least you can
And
tell
Jiraiya
Jiraiya
didn't
was
master
on power.
stage mode fully.
Jiraiya, exactly. Jiraiya was on par in terms of like power with Itachi, at least, because
Yeah,
Itachi
yeah,
was
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
exactly at the minimum. But like overall, you look at Jonin as a terminology, and it's just like sort of thrown around later in
Yeah,
Shippuden.
yeah,
You know,
it's like
you
At
got
this
these
rate,
Exactly.
Kuronas,
at this
and
Jonin
rate,
getting kicked.
in Naruto.
at this rate, even Genin are like stronger. Just put
Dude,
Genin at
Genin
the
were
higher.
literally stronger because in
No, no, that's not the
Naruto
I
only
mean,
thing.
and
Might die, right?
it's just
Guy's
that
father.
year. It's just that year.
Might
Shippuden.
die, right? Guy's
Yeah, yeah,
father.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he had to take a. He had to fight the whole of seven swordsmen
yeah.
with
And he couldn't
He
fight
was
limited.
a
them.
Genin.
And he
He
killed
was a
three and
Genin.
then
Yeah,
died.
He was a
he killed
Genin,
three and died.
Then
Yeah.
died.
and he
Wait,
died.
that
Name
was
I
was
mean,
really
Might
something.
Die. His name was
still,
Might.
he
Might
didn't
Well,
might
my
die.
guy just died.
You know, at some point this character might die.
might die.
We're not
Might
giving you
die.
any guarantee. Might
I
die.
mean, that's the biggest spoiler.
Oh yeah,
What was my guy's dad's name? He might die. You know,
he might die.
He
I
might
don't know.
die.
he just straight up just died. But dude, that was like, I mean, that's like you can see how Guy was in. Was pretty nice. Like Guy like that's how Guy became the dude who worked out so much and became like insane.
Yeah, so if
Yeah.
if guy was so shit in ninjutsu and genjutsu when he was a kid, why is it stated like why isn't he like used ninjutsu and all stuff? But when he
Guy
Because
became
never
older,
uses
usually he became good, right?
Guy never uses ninjutsu. The
I
only
mean, if
amount
you see in part one, if you see in part one, somewhere it's stated guy can use ninjutsu.
Guy, no, that's the thing. Guy and Lee can use like super basic ninjutsu. You won't see Guy pulling out any fireball jutsus. That
I'm not
won't
talking
That's
happen.
like that. Like normal bunshin, clone
uh,
jutsus. I'm talking.
No. They're like they don't do anything like that. They have just the base amount of chakra control, like just enough to be able to walk on
Wait,
water. I think that's the limit.
doesn't Guy have a summoning?
Yeah, he has a
No.
summoning turtle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he has.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that means
yeah,
he can use like like pretty complex ninjutsu.
Yeah, that's
But
what it's kind of
I'm pretty sure
contradictory if
he
you see.
did he use like a scroll for the summoning?
No,
No, no, he used a proper
He was
summoning jutsu.
teaching
proper
Tenten.
hand sense. Proper hand
Tenten.
sense.
I maybe I might have been
Yeah,
underestimating
that's the
that,
thing.
but
It's
like,
kind of contradictory if you
but
see.
no,
Maybe
that's
it's
the
just
thing.
his
Like
passion. I don't know.
guy overall, his strength was like mostly his taijutsu. Lee couldn't
Yeah,
use
yeah.
ninjutsu
Lee
at
couldn't use.
all.
Lee can't use at
yeah.
all.
Lee
Lee can't
is
use at all.
zero. Like
And like
his
I
tai.
don't know about Metal Lee. Can Metal Lee use ninjutsu or is he same
I
as
don't
his
think
dad?
so. I
Same,
don't think
same.
No,
so. I think it's the
no.
same thing. Same thing.
But
Same.
Metal Lee is
I
nuts.
mean,
Because
everyone in Boruto are the clones of their parents.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then just that Boruto is like a
except Boruto, who's
clone of
probably
Sasuke
adapted.
instead.
Boruto is a clone of Sasuke. I mean,
No,
Yeah.
Boruto's
some
adopted.
wrong things happened.
Boruto's adopted. That's it. That's all.
He's
Some wrong things
Sasuke is
happened.
Naruto's
Sasuke,
child.
man, okay, some next level legend he
Sasuke
is.
is Naruto's child.
Whoa. Okay.
Sarada
Whoa.
is Naruto's child. Sarada is
I
Naruto's
mean,
child.
like
Oh my God,
Sasuke is
bro.
doing a lot of bits.
That's just how it goes now. That's just like we
Oh
fucked up the timeline
God,
so bad
that's
we don't
fucked
know
Like
up.
what to
guys,
That's fucked
do
up,
anymore.
you
man.
know,
Hey, let's move on from that, please.
yeah, if we still talk about character development, we're missing out one person who hasn't got any character development. That's like Juzo, Itachi's first partner in the
I mean,
Akatsuki.
Jugo.
he was a filler
He
character. Really, he doesn't even matter. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, he's
But
actually
like
a
he
filler
was
character. He didn't do
like he
shit.
was supposed to be one of the first founding members of Akatsuki, right? So he has to get at least some screen
Yeah.
time, but he got died.
Um,
He
he
deserved
is
more screen time.
he came after Itachi.
No, he was
you
there
know
before Itachi.
but
Yeah.
I am the
Yeah.
best Akatsuki member except for Pain was most definitely for me
Hidan was
Hidan
mad.
was
He was moving
Hidan was
mad.
Who?
insane. Hidan. The
He done.
psychotic dude. He was
Yeah, 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 yeah. The
Yeah,
immortal
yeah,
one.
yeah,
The guy who
Oh
killed
my
Asuma.
god, dude.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
That was sad,
I
dude.
mean, he's
Asuma
also
death
another
was like
basic
fucked up,
character.
dude.
He
I
died
mean,
so fast.
he might still be alive. He might still be alive. He can't
Holy
die.
shit.
No, he die. He can die of.
Hidan is still
He
alive.
died.
He can die of what do you call hunger.
What do you call Shikamaru
That's
smoked
the
him.
only way he can die.
I mean, he can die of hunger, but when your head is chopped off and separated, I don't think you have much hunger.
No, he was still alive after his head was chopped off. The only
Yeah.
Exactly. So I
reason.
don't think he has that many hunger guns.
Good point. No, but then I'm pretty sure it was written somewhere that he can only die with hunger
I
because
mean, I'd be pretty sad if Hidan died. That
Do
was
you
like,
think Pain can
I
defeat
would
Obito?
nah, not really.
no, I
Nah.
don't think so.
Like,
Full
Not the
power.
That
Telltale
you,
Obito,
version,
nah,
the
never, never,
Netflix
never.
Toby
if you're
version.
if you're talking about Toby version Obito, no. And if you're talking about Jubito, hell no.
I mean, with Warlock also maybe no.
Like the only time Pain could defeat Obito during the slaughter of Uchiha. That's about it. That's
Maybe.
all about it.
And
Yeah.
what about the Nine Tails?
That's yeah. Even that Obito would be difficult for
Huh.
because you just look at Obito's jutsu, man. He has Kamui. He's already OP. That like throws all damage out of the
That's a
window. He
broken jutsu,
dodges
dude. It's a broken
so
jutsu.
exactly. It's so
Yeah.
broken. He like Conan legit just throws like this entire river of
Even the Izanami stuff.
exactly, and he
That's for all the people.
traps him. She traps him in water and literally causes a huge explosion and literally teleports behind her and wrecks her. Get my
Okay.
point? So
Big
Hmm.
like
bro move.
Obito, just because of Kamui, Obito is pretty broken.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Like me, I don't consider Pain as a powerful character. Like not that powerful. I consider him as a cool character because his backstory is pretty lit.
Hmm.
no. I consider
No
He's
Pain.
pretty
way.
strong by himself.
Pain is one of
Again,
the strongest.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just put him in context of the other characters. Even if you have God Naruto in the context, he still holds his own. Pain.
I think we should do a
I mean,
tier
That's
list,
all.
to
he
be
would
honest.
die fast. He would die fast. He would like lose pretty fast, but he would like go on for a bit.
No, it's suppose like you had Pain versus the Shinobi Alliance. Pain would go ham.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
He would wreck the Shinobi Alliance.
He
But
would.
then
He would. He would
if you
shit on
had
this.
anything, if you had like Pain versus the third Raikage, you had Pain against anybody instead of Obito, Madara, and maybe the third Raikage, he would whoop
Hmm.
ass.
I'm pretty sure he could beat the Raikage because he wouldn't even touch him. He would just Almighty push
No,
him away.
the third Raikage was insane levels of durability. He had
I
like
mean,
that
couldn't
finger spear
couldn't he
thingy.
just? Yeah. Couldn't he just Almighty push him away though?
Once he uses his Almighty Push once, he can't
Yeah,
use
he
the
has to.
Almighty Push again for
Yeah.
like some
Because
time.
of his cooldown. Yeah.
Exactly, and then if you consider fourth Raikage is just a bit faster than the third Raikage. You
Yeah.
you take third Raikage speed into context, you're gonna have like a insane amount of speed on the third
I
Raikage.
think
True.
we should
True.
do a tier
Good
list
point.
one day.
Yeah, you could
Mm.
do it tier
We
list,
could.
but that would like it's completely subjective. Cause too many.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
that
mean.
will be for the next episode or some other episode, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, it'll
Guys,
take a
please
lot of
subscribe to our
editing.
YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's gonna be a lot of
Plug.
editing work for
Plug
me,
in.
but okay, we will do a tier list. Keep
I
it
mean,
there.
yeah. I mean, we are in quarantine, right?
Yes. This is why I was
Exactly.
We have
hired
time.
for the job. Alright, I got it. I was hired for this job because I agreed to take it. Okay. Don't gotta bully me like that.
Yeah, the URL is present in the description, okay? So please follow us.
Yeah.
My
And
God,
Yep.
subscribe.
plug it.
Don't forget to subscribe.
We will add some ads also, no? It's fine. We'll plug in so much. We'll add also.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so if you guys are interested in joining, we might allow you for one episode, I guess.
Guest appearance.
Guest appearance.
yes, but
Okay.
you
I
gotta
mean,
pay us.
Okay.
You
for
gotta
that,
pay
you
us
guys have
to
to promote us.
pay us $200 for it.
Yeah, post it on your story.
Kidding,
Bruh.
kidding. I
Give us
mean,
500 followers and then it's fine.
you guys, one of you guys can always replace Digvijay's contribution to the conversation as
He's not even contributing.
he's
Yeah,
reacting and
I
saying,
think he's
yeah,
dreaming.
Are you,
he's there because he gets to be my yes.
are you asleep, Digvijay?
No, I'm just I was watching Ahiru no Sora while the podcast was going
Oh
on.
God.
What a noob.
Dude is taking drug nights to a whole nother level. Alright, but
Oh my God.
Digvijay is a piece of shit, Digvijay.
I hardly
swear,
even
dude.
remember Naruto, dude. What am I supposed to say on Naruto?
You're
How do
supposed
you
to.
not
You can.
remember
How do you now
You
know
can like.
Naruto? You fool.
You can like do some
Baka.
research if you don't remember.
The only I don't remember the starting like the
the
one
only
two
thing
Naruto at
the
all.
only thing Digvijay remembers from Nade's Oppai, Hinata's Oppai, May's Oppai. That's it.
Oh, dude,
Besides that, Digvijay's
Hinata
mind.
from Road to Ninja. Hinata from the Road to Ninja, dude.
Yeah, he
Holy
remembers.
Dude.
I don't even know where those things went to
Digvijay
in
man, you
Boruto.
dirty
Where did
man.
they
Dirty
go?
man.
Oh, they are
Dirty,
there. In
dirty.
fact,
I
apparently
honestly
there's a
wish
bus
I
outside.
honestly wish a main character from Naruto or Boruto was like Road to Ninja Hinata. Like
You know,
Anko basically. But like Anko. It's like Anko. It's more like Anko.
Anko
Anko
looks
looks
ugly
like
now.
what do you call Big Show in Boruto, man.
Dude,
did
what
Anko
the hell
dirty.
happened to Anko,
They
dude?
did
Fuck off.
Anko
That is
dirty in
so bad.
Boruto.
They did
Even
Anko so
Big Show
bad.
guy.
He was one of the best looking characters in part
Yeah,
He
one
could,
and part
Crash.
he
two.
could
What did
literally
they do
punch
to
Madara into oblivion.
bro?
Meanwhile,
What did they
Man,
do
this
to what did they do to
meanwhile,
Orochimaru? What did they do to Orochimaru in episode
they made him
500?
everybody.
Orochimaru
They
doesn't
made
know
him
his gender.
such a loser. They made him such a
Became
loser.
such a meme. I'm just dying right now, dude.
No,
I
this
remember.
is no, this is not the only thing. In Boruto, Orochimaru doesn't know which gender he is. He's female
Dude,
and male.
He doesn't have a gender.
Can't.
He's the
in
parent of
episode
the
in
Mizuki.
episode 500 of Naruto, you can see Orochimaru running away from a
I
park in
mean,
the
that guy is
background.
supposed to be one of the scariest villains, and he became a major troll at the end.
You look like
I
in
swear,
Naruto.
dude.
In Naruto, Orochimaru is just like this dude. You look at him, you're like, oh shit, it's Orochimaru. And you look in it like the
You know
episode
what's the funny
500
part? You know what's the
Shippuden, and
funny
he's
part?
just running from.
At the end of Naruto,
Huh.
Orochimaru visited him and told congrats and all stuff, okay?
Yeah,
Hmm.
And
exactly.
Boruto, Mitsuki deserts and deserts the village. And
Hmm.
Tsunade finds out that Mitsuki is Orochimaru's son. Everyone gets pissed because
Hmm.
Orochimaru killed third Hokage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
like,
what the hell?
Whatever Orochimaru did to travel till the hidden leaf, it became all for a waste. He wasted a lot of money.
Orochimaru, my god.
He
They
broke me.
he was the character who was done the dirtiest.
Yeah,
Except
Yeah.
maybe for Sakura, because we all hate Sakura for how useless she is. But
But
let's
you
be
know, Sakura is
completely
like
honest.
really strong, right? Sakura is
Yeah,
like really
but you be
strong.
no, but you get like completely honest. I think post part one, Sakura was pretty useful. Part one, Sakura was the definition of a
Was
useless character.
yeah,
I
okay, yeah.
swear.
She used to
I
cry all the time, dude.
In fact, she was
Freaking
actually exactly she pissed me off so much, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
then you go into part two. Sakura actually is somewhat useful,
Decent. She's
but she's
decent.
like,
She's decent. She's pretty
yeah. The
decent.
reason that again you compare her to an average Jonin, she's like way ahead of them. She's at least on a Sanin level, considering she is trained
No, as
directly
of
by
now,
Tsunade.
according to Boruto, if Naruto dies, Sakura can be a potential candidate for a Hokage things.
Naruto
Yeah,
will die.
Naruto will very spoiled.
I
So
mean, by the
Boruto is
time
Digvijay has just
Naruto will die.
Naruto
Digvijay
will
has
go.
just been croning about that in my ear for like ages now.
I'm
He's
just
Watch
just
gonna
like,
wait
Boruto,
Naruto's
till
gonna
the
die,
bro.
end
Naruto's
times.
gonna die,
Naruto
Naruto's
will
gonna die,
die.
Naruto's gonna die.
I'm just
He's just.
gonna I'm ready myself up, dude. I'm ready myself for the heart attack, dude. It's just like,
Why are
nah,
you
nah,
gonna
nah. He
ready
will
me
die.
up for the heart attack? I don't even
No,
want to
I'm
I'm
watch
ready
ready
for the
Boruto.
heart
everyone
attack,
else.
dude. At least I can feel something during this fucking quarantine.
Exactly. This piece of trash is just going in my ear like he's texting me. Naruto's gonna die, bro. I'm like, why?
Naruto's gonna die.
Silence.
I mean, it's not
Let me
confirmed.
enjoy.
Aliens from other dimension also.
Let me enjoy the piece that we got at episode 500. Why you gotta do this to me?
No.
Which do you think is the most emotional scene from Naruto? I think Jiraiya's death.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jiraiya's death or Itachi's revelation. Itachi was
I
Itachi,
cried
revealed.
in every death,
yeah,
so I don't
I
know.
think Jiraiya's death. We didn't expect Jiraiya to die like that.
I liked Minato and Kushina's death.
You
I mean,
liked
that
You
it.
was kind
liked
of sad.
it?
No, I didn't like it. I mean, I liked how they did the death. I liked how they expressed it, but then like it was very sad. It was like really, really
Tushar
emotional.
was Minato was
I
saying
just
that
being a
bye,
Come
sadist.
on, man!
I
and
Come
then
on,
loved
he
man!
it.
died. And
I loved
Tushar's
it.
just like, ooh yeah. That's
Dude,
the death.
Minato is my favorite character. Has to be
I mean,
100%.
I actually like Kushina more than Minato because Kushina was cute.
I know why you like that.
No, Kushina was just cute. Why
Okay,
you be?
okay. By
I'm the editor. I'm gonna edit this one out. You know what?
okay.
I'm just gonna take Digvijay's entire voice file for the entire podcast, and I'm gonna delete it, and it's still not gonna affect the podcast.
Dude,
He didn't
I
do
was
anything.
I was
not
legit watching Hairu no Sora while you guys were doing the podcast, dude. Because I forgot everything from the first Naruto part, and you guys were discussing the first Naruto part mainly. I'm just like, what do I do?
We should just spend the next podcast roasting Digvijay.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we're
think
already doing that now.
we're gonna make one episode just roasting him.
One
Yeah.
episode just to roast Digvijay. Like Digvijay just joins. We're like, no, kick him out of the podcast.
No, we're just bullying him the entire.
Yeah, for that, if you guys want to see Digvijay getting roasted, please subscribe and follow us.
Oh my god, this
He's,
guy is plugging, dude.
he's silent, bro.
Every second he gets, he plugs.
I
It's a
mean,
good thing. I mean, it's a good thing,
we
but
have
like,
to do it.
damn.
Come on, we have to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, but oh my god, every 5 minutes.
If you think Hinata's Oppa are big, please don't forget to subscribe. If you think
Oh my
Boruto is
god.
ass, please don't forget to subscribe. If you like the sound of my beautiful melodic voice, please don't
Please
forget.
unsubscribe.
Yeah, I just finished episode 33 of Hairu no Sora. Let's go.
Oh, shut up.
The more
Okay,
number
shut
of
up.
subscribes we get, the more slaps we give to Digvijay.
Yes.
Yeah.
At 1.3 million, Digvijay is just
If we get 100
Yeah,
followers on Instagram, a special episode just slapping Digvijay.
yeah,
You can't
exactly.
even do this. Like it's not physically possible anyway.
I mean,
don't worry,
by,
don't
by the
worry.
time
When
it
we
becomes
meet
100,
you,
quarantine will get over.
I mean, yeah, it's
That's
I'll
we
be
can
sad.
air
Indian.
it anytime you wanna,
I'll
We can
find
just
you.
come and slap you and air it later. Not a problem. We will find you.
Gay.
Okay, who's all your favorite Naruto character? Like top three. Let's go top three.
Sasuke number one for me
Okay.
because he was just batshit insane and stuff. Then obviously Naruto because
Okay.
he's Naruto.
He's the main character, obviously. Then third.
There's no obligation to like the main character.
Yeah.
Uh,
Third.
Hinata.
Because Oppai?
No, not because of I, but because she was so wholesome throughout the entire series.
Yeah, she's really cute.
I mean, she was the most consistent character.
Yeah, good point.
She was the other character except Naruto who got screen time.
Other than Naruto,
Everybody else was
Sasuke,
just like,
and
"Fuck."
Kakashi, who
Guys,
has got
if you
screen
think
time.
1010 deserves more screen time in Boruto, please
Leave a
consider
like.
giving us a
Leave a
subscribe.
like.
You were like,
Yeah, I'm gonna blast Ali intro music after
Oh
that
my
every single
god.
time.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No,
yeah, for
Anurag,
me,
you
like,
we'll lose all the followers we have.
Oh god.
And
for me,
Anurag.
one of the best characters, like, first it's Sasuke,
right?
then Shisui,
Okay, Shisui, underrated.
and last is Itachi.
Itachi, okay, man. And
I think that's
Digvijay?
good.
He's all about the Uchihas.
Yeah, I'm all about the Uchiha.
Yeah,
Man.
Uchiha.
You're more obsessed with their eyes than Dan.
Yeah.
If dancer was real, Anurag.
I'm like Danzo Part 2.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
that would be so
Oh god.
scary.
I'm leaving my eyes. I'm keeping my eyes away from you, dude.
just imagine like after the podcast, Anurag just teleports to our house and takes our eyes and puts them in his eyes.
Oh god.
Dude.
I mean, I wish I could do that, but still.
Why? Why
Okay,
would you want
take
our
him out
eyes?
of the
Our eyes
podcast.
have no.
We don't
Our
need
eyes
you.
have no value.
Server definitely.
Like it's
Our
not
eyes
your
are
eyes,
already-
it's our eyes. It's our eyes. We share.
That's why I said R.
I mean, you can always have Digvijay.
Yeah.
I mean, Digvijay deserves one.
I mean, Digvijay if you take Digvijay's eyes, you get like special ability, eye for art, and then
Oh
you just
my
become
God.
god at drawing. become god
Yeah,
at
you
drawing.
become a god at drawing. Simple as that.
Exactly. He's the
Also,
one.
but
who-
Digvijay, Digvijay, what about you? What's your top three?
It's Pain, Sasuke, and Minato.
Attaboy.
Okay. Well, that's decent.
Meh.
Top
Why
is
does
Pain.
nobody choose? Why does nobody choose Kakashi?
I mean,
Because
Kakashi's good.
Because
But then
I
Kakashi
would
is
Kakashi,
in
choose
the
Kakashi
same
he
choosing
messed
100.
up
pool
his character, man.
Huh?
Kakashi is in the same
At
pool,
the end,
choosing pool
like
as Nara as
in
Jesus.
Boruto, they messed it up. They
Yeah,
took away his
Boruto
Sharingan.
is
That's the problem.
No, the
Not
reason
about
is
the eyes.
Kakashi is like, look, you look at who Kakashi has competition with, okay?
Hmm.
God, Jesus,
God,
that's
Jesus.
exactly. And then like the rest.
In terms of edge, I would choose Kakashi and Minato.
Who do
Actually,
you
in
think is the
terms
best
of
duo?
Huh?
who do I think is the best one?
Best duo.
Duo
Duo.
Kakashi and those were
Guy.
those.
Kakashi and what? Obito, I guess.
No, those two were like Obito tried to kill Kakashi, my guy. What do you want?
Yeah, but then they were
Yeah.
also on
I
the
mean,
same team for
in the
quite
end,
a while.
Obito nearly died also in the first
But
part.
And
it
I mean
comes the day Obito died.
Kakashi and Guy are like a much better.
Okay, my favorite duo is Kakashi and Obito's eyes.
The fuck.
Whoa.
Yeah,
This.
because most of
The
Kakashi's
sharp,
life he
sharp
had
eye,
Obito's.
yes. The
I
sharp,
would give Kiba and Akamaru.
Kiba and
Kiba
Akamaru.
Akamaru, yeah.
Comedic duo,
Double
yes.
pack.
Actually,
Double,
useful duo,
double
no.
Yeah, they
pack.
were funny. They were funny
Dude,
indeed.
the day Kiba said I want to become Hokage,
Oh,
I died.
Hokage.
I
Oh
mean,
my god.
he was
And then
Nah.
played
Sasuke
in
also said.
Tsukuyomi by Madara, man. When he
You know
Sasuke
told
what
also
makes
said
me
the
even
same
Naruto,
thing.
sadder?
like,
You know what makes me even sadder?
Yeah.
Kiba is still better than the average Joni.
He is, he is 10-10 is better than the average Johnny. Come on, man.
Exactly, dude. Kiba
imagine,
would
imagine
never
Tenten defeating Iruka.
Oh my,
It's
yeah.
She
possible. It's possible. She can. She can.
can. She dead ass can. I mean, you look at like even if you
At
this
this
one the
point, I think
Anbu
Iruka
Black
just
Ops
paid
unit.
off the examiners.
The yeah, the Anbu Black Ops unit is like
Oh
the
yeah, that's
biggest
another hype.
meme.
That's another
It's like
hype.
the biggest meme in the history of the
Anbu is a
entire.
Oh
joke
my
now.
god, how
Like
much hype
It's
they
a
put
after,
about
joke.
yeah, like after Itachi and Kakashi left, right? They just become a joke.
They just become. They go from this like huge grizzly bear to like this small teddy bear.
Hey, like,
Yeah,
dude, where were the Anbu Black Ops during the war?
There was this regular shinobi during the war.
bro, they were
They were
protecting the
running. They
city.
were
They were
running.
protecting
They were
Konoha.
running. They were running the Black Ops.
Nice,
They
nice,
were just
nice.
there. They were out. They were
Or
so
did
useless.
Danzo leave them a will or something to stay away from the war?
They were so useless that the Hokage Tsunade was just like, you stay the fuck. We don't need more casualties. You get out of here. Useless casualties, dude. My god, I think out of the Anbu Black Ops, the only characters that were even relatively useful are Sai, Kakashi, Itachi,
Sai was
and
actually a good character.
Yeah,
Sai was again more
Sai is
powerful
decent.
than the average, like, insanely. And
Sai was
then
a
I
good
think
character.
who was there? One more was there. There was Yamato Taikos.
Yamato was
Yeah, Yamato. Yamato is also good.
He was good. He was not useless. Again,
mm.
like
Even
Yeah,
most
wasn't
of the
you
characters.
can say
Shisui part
Naruto
of
and
the
Sasuke.
Anbu?
Hmm?
Wasn't Shisui part of the Anbu?
Shisui,
No,
no,
no, no. He wasn't. He wasn't. He wasn't.
no,
He was
not
normal.
He
Shisui. No,
he had
Hmm.
missions with Itachi.
Itachi was part of the Anbu. Shisui wasn't part.
Shisui
Hmm.
wasn't.
I
But
okay.
the Anbu Black Ops unit. Imagine going through all that training, killing your part, become like a, become like a Anbu Black Ops soldier, and you're like following Danzo's orders, like this weird guy with eyes on his hands, all to be like that useless in a combat scenario. Like,
Do you think if Shisui was alive, the massacre, right,
Yeah.
wouldn't happen.
wouldn't
Yeah,
happen
wouldn't happen because he could use Koto Amatsukami on
if
everybody.
Danzo didn't stop. I mean,
That's how you pronounce it.
Koto
Nice.
Amatsukami.
Good to
Uchiha.
know.
Hope I'm not coming. Noob.
It's easy,
I
dude.
just
Come
used
on,
to
man.
go. I just used to go the Shisui thing.
This is the thing.
Sweet.
It's
I didn't
Shisui.
know what
Koto Amatsukami. It's
Koto
Yeah.
Amakami.
I
I
just
mean,
heard a
I
lot
mean,
of.
like, it's like another version of Tsukiyomi only, right?
I
No,
mean, not
Tsukiyomi
really.
No.
would be me putting you in a torture chamber,
Not
And Koto Amatsu
he,
Koto
comes
Matsukami would be
manipulation.
me, yeah, me
it's just
manipulating you to do
brainwash.
whatever the hell I
It's just
want.
brainwashing. Koto Matsukami is brainwashing, and
Yeah, like
Tsukiyomi
how
is
Danzo used it in
something.
the Hokage summit on the samurais, right?
Koto Amatsu, yeah,
Yeah,
like Koto Amatsukami is like that bad friend who always influences do bad shit. And
and it 100% works.
Tsukiyomi,
It's
yeah,
like
and
a toxic
Tsukiyomi,
girlfriend.
exactly. And Tsukiyomi is like that politician who's like threatening to kill your entire family if you don't help him out.
You know, did you know
Oh
that
yeah.
Itachi put his girlfriend, was Izumo's girlfriend?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he put
he
him
put her
Yeah,
he put her in
under.
Jutsu.
Yeah,
Tsukiyomi,
he put her under Genjutsu
Yeah,
just
so
to
that
show
she could
her
die.
the whole life.
she could
She could
die
die
of
peacefully.
old age. Old age.
I mean, you gotta
Yeah.
respect him.
That was really sweet. That was really sweet.
That was nice.
Big respect, big
Then then
respect.
Big
then
respect.
what he just does to then just he just does
Then he
to
just
Kakashi.
continues killing everybody.
Just kills everyone. Like, dude, I swear to God, Sasuke's interpretation for Itachi throughout the first series was like, all right, so then I started testing. That's it.
Do you know like the amount of times they repeated that scene?
Oh my God,
Which scene?
bro,
Which scene?
Naruto's swing had more screen time than dude.
Oh yeah, holy shit.
And then the flute song that plays along with that.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
No, no,
Yeah,
please no.
I'm editing you out. Screw you.
I mean, yeah, you should edit that out. To be honest, that was shit.
Okay, you know what? That's definitely going.
That's definitely going out.
That's definitely going on. No, it's like Naruto's swing and Sasuke's parents getting killed. Dude, I stopped feeling bad for Sasuke when his parents got killed. Like they showed this. I'm like, bro, you're remembering this every single time. Come on. You hate it that much. Why are you getting this flashback? Such a
I
fond memory. My God.
I think we went back into a memory lane, anyways. I think it's time for us to stop.
Yeah, yeah. Essentially speaking, it's been quite a while. There's going to be a
I
lot
hope
of
all of you guys
footage to put
enjoyed
into
our
and edit.
podcast.
The entire podcast. Well, the podcast will be uploaded maybe a 20-30 minute segment, maybe a 1 hour segment. I don't know. Depends entirely on the editor in chief, me.
that's you.
Okay, but yeah, exactly. So mostly you won't be hearing from Digvijay. I'll make sure.
Yeah,
But
maybe he'll be kicked out.
I mean,
If
you
you
didn't
guys
hear.
want Digvijay kicked out, please put F in the chats
No, 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 no.
or F
You're
in the
not
I'll
doing.
put
comments.
F in the chat right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
Where
yeah,
is the chat? I'll
yeah,
put it right now.
yeah, yeah. What are you doing, brother? Okay, okay. We don't need that many plugins. But alright, Digvijay is our lead designer, so if you still want him kicked out, please. Uh,
It's okay. We use them
let
for
him know.
the we buy copyright for the logo and then tell him to fuck off.
Yeah, we'll give him
I'm
certain
not
amount
gonna
of
buy
money.
shit. I'm not buying shit from him. He's staying in the podcast.
He's staying in
Anyway,
the podcast
We're just joking, man.
just for the logo.
exactly.
It's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
Otherwise he's
Bro, I
asleep.
don't even remember the first part of Naruto, that's the thing.
I mean, it's cool, bro. Digvijay, don't get emotional.
The
It's
reason, the
okay.
reason, the reason, the reason Digvijay doesn't remember part of Naruto because his Hinata wasn't fully developed yet.
Yeah, I think you should.
Anko
You
was
should edit that
hello.
part out.
Anko was hello. Did you forget?
I mean, she was there for really little time.
Your Anko is better than Hinata,
Excuse me,
man. Come
Hinata is
on.
like the ultimate.
Excuse me?
Anko, man, come on. She's wearing fishnet only.
I don't
That's
give a
all.
shit.
She's wearing fishnet only, and the
Now,
jacket
now,
was barely
Naruto,
covering
now,
anything.
now, this Digvijay will just be like, oh, I
Sure, man.
remember
You're a
this
simp.
bro.
I wonder what Orochimaru did with her when she was small. Like, I kind of feel
Oh,
like.
dude,
I mean,
Let's not
dude,
go that direction. I don't want to
Okay,
get demonetized. Let's
after
not go that
hearing
direction.
that, after hearing
Let's,
that, I have decided that it's definitely time to conclude the podcast now.
yeah.
Digvijay is a piece of shit.
again, hope you guys all enjoyed
Okay.
it.
Hope you guys all enjoyed it. Be sure to
Yeah.
like, share, and subscribe. More episodes of the podcast will be coming soon.